And that's why I made this Ko-fi account. If you're lucky enough to have a bit of spare cash floating around and you've enjoyed or made use of anything I've...
Shut up, me in the past. Ooh. Why can I hear myself repeating? Hang on, 1, 2. That's very strange. Where's that coming from? 1, 2. It's so weird. Okay, so there's like a distracting kind of loop back. This is all stuff that ideally I would have fixed, or ideally I even would have noticed, but apparently not. Monitor and output. No. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, I did it. I did it live on air. There's a slightly different background when I talk to you like this. I hope you like that. Not gonna change it. I just put it there. I spent this afternoon... Squeaky chair. I spent this afternoon screwing around with OBS trying to make it work a little bit better. I've got a new monitor up there. Slightly different lighting. It makes no significant difference to you as the viewer. If you hear a little bit of background noise, my window is open, but you won't hear that over my very squeaky chair, so it's just not a problem. Today we are making music. We are making music using only Cubase product, and I thought about, I've done streams in the past where I've used like the artist version to make music. What I'm going to do is I didn't actually make that point. I just stopped talking. I have made music using like the artist version of Cubase, and I've sort of deliberately tried to use stuff that only ships with artist versions, or stuff that only ships with the specific version of Cubase I want to demonstrate. So what I'm not doing is a stream with stuff exclusively that ships with Cubase Pro. I'm using a couple other things that are available from Steinberg, but they're all Steinberg products. And that is going to be a challenge for me, because I lean on native instruments to a significant degree these days. Yeah, so let's have a little look at what that kind of means. I've also changed the... God, that's a very squeaky chair. I've also changed the layout and like the size of text inside of Windows, because I'm old now. So like proportions might be off a little bit, but I think Cubase itself is fine. So in terms of what we have available, I got Groove Agent working, by the way. So we have, for example, got Retrolog, Hallian Sonic, Pad Shop, and Groove Agent. Now Groove Agent I haven't purchased anything extra for. Retrolog and Pad Shop, I bought a license for Pad Shop 2. Crap on my mic. Which has some extra kind of stuff with it, and I believe we're on Retrolog 2, but that's I think the new standard thing for Retrolog. In terms of Hallian Sonic, there is some extra things that aren't necessarily stock. So there's Verve, for example, which isn't stock, and Lo-Fi Piano, which isn't stock. I think Lo-Fi Piano is free. I'm not sure if it is still free. These are all things I could have checked in advance. Steinberg shop. Let's have a little look at the Steinberg shop. Oh, it's a very bright screen. So let's have a look. Just so we're on the same page. So I do have Olympias Choir, but I didn't get it through Steinberg, so we could technically include that. I've got the Contact version. It's in Contact, so let's say it's not Steinberg for today's purpose. I do want to get the lute at some point. I have Hallian Symphonic Orchestra. That's something I bought some time ago. Pad Shop 2 is a bonus thing that you can buy. I believe Retrolog 2, let's click on these, comes with different versions. What else do I have? That might be everything I have. Yes, because we're looking at hardware now. Can I just see the different versions of Cubase? Actually, that would be wonderful. Comparison. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Let's have a little look at virtual instruments. So Retrolog 2 and PadShop 2. And Flux and Trip. Do I have Trip? Maybe I do have Trip. I do have Trip. I gasped for no reason. So all of those ship with only Cubase Pro and Artist, Cubase Elements, AI, and LE. You don't get those. Groove Agent SE5 comes with all of them. Hallian Symphonic 7, you basically get more stuff if you do, if you have the more expensive versions. Well, that's great to know. Wonderful. So that's kind of the lay of the land, and obviously we're only going to use Cubase or Steinberg properties for instruments, and we're only going to use Steinberg properties for effects. Now, actually, as I'm sure you're aware, that doesn't really affect me. I tend to only really use those most of the time. There isn't really a reason. Well, I suppose the reason is I'm used to using those, you know? Okay, so let's think about what kind of music we're going to make, because obviously the challenge today is making stuff with a specific set of tools. I haven't really put any thought into what I want to do in terms of style, other than this large wheel that I found. So let's use the wheel to pick a genre for us. Obviously, it's not all genres. I just picked a few genres that I know I can sort of comfortably write. That's what happened. Let's go. It's going to be something that annoys me, isn't it? And I realise I shouldn't have put it in there. Pop, yes. I hope that wasn't copyrighted. Pop music. How vague and unhelpful. I mean, actually, in terms of like composition, that's quite straightforward. We can use some fairly typical kind of pop progressions, can't we? That might actually, in fact, be a good thing. So let's have a little look at Groove Agent to begin with. We're going to try and find a pop kit. What is even a pop kit, right? So let's have a look at drum set is what we want. 80s pop. HOJKLMNO. Pop rock. Here we go. Pop kit 4. It's got a certain ring to it, doesn't it? Let's have a little play with Pop Kit 4. Oh. Is that a pop kit? Snare Ghost. I've got to say, I'm not a fan of that. What in the name of hell is Pooch Power? Okay. Good lord. Can't say I'm a fan of that either. What is Move It? Maybe. Maybe. Hey, Jazz Dude, how's it going, buddy? Good to have you here. This is the one for them to come to, where I'm only using the Cubase stuff. Let's have a little look. Maybe let's have a look at the specific content sets. So there's the rock and pop kit. What is a problematic kit? It was very similar to the previous one. Yeah, I mean, screw it. Maybe that'll do, right? Cool. So let's open these up a little bit. Let's go kit. We're just going to make it kind of interesting for you folks to look at. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Smart. I need to get better at making templates. I think the thing is I spend so long working in different... I spend so much time changing the projects I'm in, or rather working in different projects in different styles, that like I could spend time making a template, but I might never make music like that again, you know? I should probably do that, to be honest. So we've got our drum kit. We're going to get... I've got Verve up, which I'm quite fond of. Verve is an interesting combination of piano and pads. And what's cool about this is you can play... obviously, when you're sort of just tinkling around, it sounds like a piano. I say piano now, by the way, piano. Get used to that. But obviously, when you tinkle further, you realise, oh, there's actually something else going on there. There's a lovely little pad behind it. So that's quite nice. Let's try and find a preset that we enjoy. I'm not really sure what kind of pop I want to do, you know? Well, that's quite nice. That's quite nice, I think. It's quite an interesting way to get two instruments for the price of one. Essentially, is what you're getting there. Let's see if we can increase the texture mix just a touch. So that's the piano. That's the texture. Piano balance texture. Okay, what if it's sort of 50-50? Ooh, lovely. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Big fan of that. So, I think maybe we want just a tiny bit more of attack and release, and then reverb. I want it to be the same key range, please. Oh, come on, you can do it. Who doesn't want to do it? Why don't you want to do it? C8, please. Oh, it's just... That's very strange. Oh no, I've ruined it. Okay, very odd. There's some... yeah, I think Verve requires quite a lot of tweaking depending on what context you're using it in. So I'm sort of hoping to do maybe in this kind of pop environment, maybe we have like a chorus that's like quite straightforward. Where you play the piano like a piano, kind of staccato. And then maybe in the verses you give things an opportunity to kind of mellow out and let that pad really shine through. Maybe you can do like a left hand thing, just hold down the left hand and maybe an ostinato. Maybe? I don't know. We'll work that all out. So we'll call that pad and keys. Now obviously we want to find an excuse to use Pad Shop because I love Pad Shop. And we need to find a way to do that doesn't tread on this pad because I don't know, I don't really want more than one pad. I don't think that's wrong of me, is it? Oh, why are you no? Let's try that again. Okay, thank you. Yes, it's I think what they're relying on is the fact that it's a combo piano with this kind of pad side of stuff. The piano itself isn't great. Yeah, you're right. There's not an awful lot of detail. I think they put a lot of effort into shipping a pretty affordable pad. Retrolog, I'm a big fan of. I use Retrolog quite a lot for basses and such, which maybe that might be helpful for what we're doing today. I kind of want like a noisy arpeggio sort of thing. Yeah. So in order to find that, let's go maybe sound effects, synthetic. Is there a version of that? There we go. That might work. That's quite noisy, but I don't know. Let's add, we can go up an octave here. Maybe down an octave as well. Maybe 8 notes long. Let's again make some of these shorter. Let's go another down like. Maybe, maybe not. Let's find out. Let's call that up. And let's maybe try and find like a nice lead sound inside of Pad Shop. Because obviously not a singer. So I'd rather not. And also my voice isn't shipped with Cubase. So we want to stay on task, don't we? Let's try and find bass, brass, musical effects, lead, synth lead. Screamo mats. Okay. I suppose that does. What else we got? Ooh. I mean, that is lovely. Is that too similar to a piano? No, maybe not. It's quite nice. Let's just try a couple others. Paw swipe. It's a bit... Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, let's use Flux for kind of digital basses. Synth lead. I haven't been labeling my tracks. I'm very sorry. And let's go for Flux, which lives inside of Hallion. Flux, bass. Oh, that's quite nice. Okay, that'll do. Synth, bass. So, where do we begin? Well, I need my transport panel. That's quite important. Let's go slightly faster than 120. We're at 132. And let's maybe start with our kit. I want to have just a little bit of shuffle. Not like significant shuffle, maybe like, let's say 20%. 20%? 20%. And we'll start off with maybe just a simple 4 on the floor thing, emphasizing the 1 and the 3. Lovely. Let's create another one, and this is going to be slightly more chorusy, and then we're going to try and bridge the gap in between. With hi-hats as well. Sorry, bear with me. Soz. You know, I have a live sign up in my window. Doesn't help. We're going hi-hats, and I'm also aware I've not actually got anything on that offbeat, so we don't necessarily know that we're shuffled. Let's emphasize these ones, and we'll do something about that. Ooh. Something like this, perhaps. Yeah, I really hate that snare. I also don't like the constant hi-hats, so we're just going to go more like this. I don't know if that's necessarily poppy. Let's try that. That snare's got an awful lot of ring to it. Let's do something about that later. We're going to add some snare. Yeah, we've got a kind of darker snare there, haven't we? So we've got kind of 2 sections. Maybe we'll call those verses, and we'll have a chorus kind of thing here. So let's go just add like some really basic structure. We'll have a pre-chorus as well. Maybe we'll go dum, dum, dum on the bass. Go fam, flam, fam, flat, flam. There we go. I'll make that purple. So we have a kind of structure here, which is good stuff. Chorus is only 4 bars, maybe that's fine. So what we need to do, or what I need to do, is make this look a little more presentable for you folks. Synth bass, let's go blue, I guess. Synth lead, let's go purple. ARP can be blue. That's one, and then this can also be. It's all just keyboards. It's all keyboards. Let's throw in a misdirect. Bagpipes, lovely. So let's go with a key. Yeah, D sharp, why not? I think that arpeggio is going to be really helpful in the verses. So that's alright. I think I want it to be quite a bit quieter. Yeah, so it's kind of doing the job of percussion almost. I will have that following whatever chords we end up with. Maybe I want to go chorus first and have a think about what's like a really normal kind of poppy progression if we're... I mean, we could do that. It's a bit basic, but that's not necessarily a problem. We could go to... then to... What's the 4-chord song again? So we could go up to 5th. Maybe that. So let's bring up our old friend, Mr. What's his name? Mr. Chord Pads. We are not in C. We are in fact in D sharp major. Oh, that's unhelpful. So let's drag and drop a little bit. So we could go circle fifths, E, 2, 3. Oh, that should really be 3. A flat. To the 5. 7 we don't have to talk about. Ooh, I mean, that's it, isn't it? Lovely. And my favourite thing about all of this is that you can just drag and drop these lovely chords in like so. So we know we're going to start with E flat. So we're going to go E flat. Oh no, my bad. We are not. C minor is where we're starting. C minor, G minor, A flat major, B flat major. I'm going to duplicate that, but then actually it's E flat for twice, isn't it? And then we can glue those together and we can shrink it down to make it a little faster. Maybe we do want it to be the other length. So a couple things are occurring to me. I think the drum kit might be too high energy for what we're doing. I also think we want that version twice. I think that wants to be a different chord. So stretch that out, and also I don't want the repeat there. I just want it longer. Right. Let's make that green. The color of choruses. And what else are we going to do there? I need to make sure these are all increased in velocity. Drum kit's too interesting. So we're going to go back to basics. Nice, very, very simple. Maybe we'll add one of those in there. Increase that velocity. I'm still not mad about this kit, but I'm willing to deal with it for the moment. I actually don't want it to resolve into the major. Okay, so we can also break up this end bit. We're going to have a tiny bit of a drum fill. But da da dum. Let's increase that velocity as well. Okay, so that's fine. Let's duplicate that and put it into the synth bass, because I know I can just get rid of these chords. That's interesting. What on earth was I doing there? Let's duplicate those. So something that can kill a song is having a super repetitive bass line. I think these need to go lower. By repetitive bass line, I just mean holding one note. It's not what repetitive means at all. So we're going to go... We're going to repeat that pattern. G, G sharp, A sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp. Actually, I'm going to take every note at the end there and just make it a bit longer. And then it's just F at the end. Dun, dun. So it's quite nice, it blends. This part here. So let's go. Yeah. Lovely. So that takes us back to this bit, and actually looking at the length of this chorus, we maybe don't want this to be, well, we maybe want that to be a little longer, don't we? So let's do this to start with. We're still going to have that 1 bar break, and we're going to pull this back here. So now that we've worked out what the what am I trying to say, the chord pattern is for this section. I think there's quite a lot of work to be done there to make it just a little bit more intricate, give it a bit more going on, but right now we just want the bare bones for each section, and then we can add as much colour and decoration as we want. So let's mute the ARP while that's there. If we're doing what was it? Oh well, let's keep using the chord pads while we got them. So we haven't used F. Well, we haven't used E flat. I mean, we could just do that. Let's have F minor there. So that progression was. So we just need to change up the rhythm there. So it would be. Da, 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 da. Let's make those a little shorter. And again, we want that kind of there. Da, da, there it is. Oh, whoops. D to G. Oh, okay, that's doing the kind of the walk up, because the inversions are not going up, they're being inversions, which is fine. It's a little aggressive, actually. Let's bring those down a touch. I think there we'd have the F minor, right? I think the chord would change. Because of course this next section, this next section's in a different. It's not a different key. It's just got a different sort of center. So let's add that E flat in there. Ooh. I think it needs to feel like it's going lower. No, that's not right at all. Maybe it needs to be like a 7. Or is that then just a G sharp chord? Better. Better, better, better. And let's change these to match the length. There we go. Wonderful. So we have a kind of structure. Let's just hear it go from one to the other. Fine. Big fan of all of that. The arpeggio obviously is not ideal. So let's... Although we haven't heard it, in fairness. Maybe. I think I want it to probably follow these these chords a little closer, so we're just going to do this. And actually I think it might be too pitchy. I might want it to be less pitchy. Words are stupid. I want it to be less tonal, maybe more kind of noise based. So let's go in here. Maybe a bit more of that delay in there again. That kind of works, I think. Still quite a lot of work to do. We don't have a lead in there yet. I kind of struggle with melodies, to be honest. But maybe the thing to do to begin with is to make this piano a little more interesting to play. I mean, we could just separate out some of these chords. We just take one like that. You just kind of, find ways to play different notes at different points. Although that replicates the rhythm of the bass, doesn't it? let's try this. So let's take all of these outside chord notes. I know that they're not all necessarily... I'm going to leave this last one it is. Normally I do things in terms of like play the third first and then the fifth second, but we're just going by whatever the shape of this chord is. And then all of those, you don't play the last beat by the looks of it. I'm going to turn quantize off because I want these to be a little more human, a little more like they're actually being played by a person. So then that rhythm is, oh, it's G again. Interesting. So we'll copy that over to G sharp, and then we'll copy that over to F. I tried to Control V just then, G again, when of course that doesn't work with duplicate, and then G again, and G sharp. Oops. Neato. Or maybe that's the thing to do, isn't it? So those can all stretch out. Those can all stretch out into halfway into the next bar. And then I want that middle note to come forward here. We'll do that with the C there as well. Lovely. The velocity is a little all over the place, so I think I'm going to raise the velocity. Well, it's not all over the place, it's consistent, and that's the problem. I'm going to raise the velocity every time we play the first notes in each of these patterns, and then lower it so it kind of gets weaker every time you play it, which I think is how piano works. I'm just going to randomize some of these. Beep, boop, bop. Like so. I think these would probably be power chords of the tonic. That just feels right to me. That's no good. Just drop those down on octaves. I mean, actually, that's quite low, isn't it? So maybe we want the whole thing to be higher. Let's take everything and do inversions like so. So maybe everything except for the tonic chord, the G minor. Excuse me, the C minor, and then the end chord here, the F. Maybe they're power chords and the rest are inversions. I think we could be higher. I think we could be a full-on octave higher. I think in doing that, actually, maybe we want the bass to just be more consistent. I mean, not necessarily like this. Ooh, actually. Yeah. G. Oops. G. Sharp A. A sharp. And then it's just F at the end. We'll just copy the first 3 over then, won't we? Let's change that. We'll just do that twice. That should give it a bit more. That should match the come on now. That should match the mood of the drums a little more. Should be a little more consistent. If you can hear bass at all through your end, I don't know. We're going to kill the volume on that snare. And actually, before we do that, I'm going to open up everybody's favourite plugin in the world. There's no doubt about it. It's Frequency. I'm going to solo that snare. Oh, which snare is that? Because I feel like it's giving me a really pure tone. Is that this? B2. So that's 250 hertz. We just got to kill that, and I want to kill it in here because I don't want to remove that from the entire drum mix. I just want to remove it from that pain in the ass snare. So we should have options. No. Do we have a way to achieve that? Maybe we don't. That's annoying. Filter, pitch. Is it obvious that I almost never use Groove Agent? It might be really obvious. What I want to do is send only the snare to a particular bit of the mixer where I can EQ it. Is that this? Okay. Brilliant. So that's all snares. That's absolutely fine. What is S2 then? Is that send to? That's the reverb. Wonderful. Studio EQ. Yes, absolutely. Can I have another? Right, okay, so the problem is you're going through quite a lot of layers of stuff. And you can only have 4. Can I cope without the... Actually... I'm not hearing any difference with or without the distortion there. So we're going to can that. We're going to do another instance of EQ so that we don't get in the way of the EQ that's already going on there. Studio EQ, I'm going to find 250. And we're just going to like nuke it like so. Now I think it's ringing higher, isn't it? So let's have another little look. What's the next B? Let's say 250. Let's say 494. Oh, no, 4. There we go. Lovely, let's kill it like that much. I think that's better, or is it still going a little bit? I think we want to lose a little bit of that. Where's the next one? That's sort of 988. 988. You know what, I'm just going to leave it like that for the moment. That feels better to me, so that's progress. Yeah, when you got everything else going, you can't really hear the ring now, which is great. I do want to bring that volume down just a touch, so I'm going to go -4-ish. That's a bit aggressive, let's say -2. Still proper cheesy. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing though. Okay, so we have, let's say 2 repeats. I think the first time we have this chorus, actually, we want maybe no drum kit. Or maybe like a really light drum kit. Maybe more of a percussion than a drum kit, so maybe we need another instance of the kit there. And we do kind of have this. If I get rid of that, it's a bit bassy. The pattern again I think should be slightly different. So we'll alternate. Da 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 da. those need to be on beat as well. I think that would start halfway, maybe. Can the pad be an octave higher? Maybe not. I think also the kick there is quite abrasive. Might be interesting to think about what we could do there. Right, so I'm not necessarily worried about the bass coming in until this point. I think that's fine. I think that's in keeping with pop music at the moment. Maybe we start with only kick drums coming in here. Because then it kind of drops down, and then I think, yeah, I like that. What else do I want? What else do I want? Let's have a little look at maybe Hallian Sonic, for example. Because there's plenty of stuff here. It's Hallian Sonic Pro. Maybe another like electric piano or something. Yeah, maybe we just have like or something like that. What would that even be? What chords are we going from and to? Oh, that could also be a problem. The fact that it's all super low velocity. Let's do that. What was I doing? So A sharp. Because we're in... What key are we in? I've forgotten what key we're in. G? Oh, this bit's D sharp. Okay. Something like that. Oop. Oh, then we can have like an extra little melody bit there. Lovely. We'll have that as like a counter melody. We can hold that until the end. So I like that as a counter melody. I don't know if I want that in the start as well. Is that too much? I think it comes in there, doesn't it? Yeah. I think that we have probably like an actual kind of string section or something. Probably pad shop. So let's find string. Maybe a bit retro-y, but like it might work. So let's just have that kind of near the top. I want to do my sort of descending ascending trick, so we just have inversions that just go up the whole time. Like this, we have a little drop down there, but then yeah, they basically always go up. Lovely. Maybe we have that string sort of continue into the next bit. Quite like that. I think we'd have a little drum fill and then hi-hats as well. I think I'd also have a break there. Ah, interesting. Might have a look at that. There we go. Like so. So we've got progress. We've got progress. We've got verse, chorus. Each additional section has a greater degree of tension, of interest. What else could we do? Well, I mean, we need the lead, really, don't we? So if we're starting off, what might help actually is if we use the chord track. Now, I don't use chord track in a normal way because I'm not a normal person. What I do is I tend to drag and drop chords like so, and then use it essentially just to read. A bit like reading sheet, but without having to be able to read sheet. Bit loud, isn't it? Yeah. So for that chorusy phrase, because the thing there is that, strictly speaking, I should be using the chord tones, especially in a chorus where you want things to be kind of like diatonic and normal and heroic and so forth. I'm kind of wondering if I instead use that kind of 4 to start with. And I kind of wonder if actually the overall direction of the chorus should be upwards. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. And then, oh, crap, I can't remember what I had here. feel like we need to add that. That's a stupid little thing. Maybe that's a pizzicato thing. Let's write it down here before I forget it. What was it? And we're not going to worry about it necessarily fitting. And then here it could just go F. There we go, that fits. So I like that. It's a touch intrusive. So I'm actually going to make a duplicate of this track and call it Lesser Synth Lead. And we're just going to create an alternate version of that same track. Let me loop this and solo it. We're just going to find ways to make it slightly less intense than the other version. Ooh. That's very strange. So it's in there. So if the pianette is kind of over here, I think we want this to be off to the other side. Cool. Now, what on earth was I trying to do with the melody? Cannot remember. We'll start there. Yeah. Then what? Yeah, why not that? How does that sound with the intro? For the lesser lead, I need to get rid of some of the effects. I really like the phaser. I want that to be slower. No delay. I'm also not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about the sound of that overall. That's quite nice. I think phaser off. Yeah, nah. Let's find something else for that synth lead. Let's maybe have a look at. I mean, yeah, why not? Why not pizzicato strings? You know. Where have we gone? We could do something with Hallian Symphonic Orchestra. If we go strings, violin. Let's try violin section. Because why not? We're going to go with velocity, and you're going to be pizzicato tight. So I need to add C#0. C# 0 to all of my commands. That's nice, it's quite playful. So what I might do is have a few different sections in there. So violin to there. And we're actually going to have that combined. Bugger, how do I change? Hang on, let me add a solo as well. Solo combi. So I want these to all be controlled by the same MIDI channel, right? So I assume we come in here and we go 1, 1, 1. Lovely. So now I want this to be velocity activated, as is this. I want to pan these violins either side. Lovely. And that's going to be central. Maybe not 100%, maybe like 60%. Actually, we can kill the width on those then, can't we? Oh no, keep the width up on the side ones. Bring it down the center one. Just have like a bigger sound. Because that's got to compete with a lot of stuff. So now we get into the kind of mixing stage. So we're going to go and we're going to add Steinberg Dynamics Maximizer. Lovely. Now, what was the chorus? What did I have there? Maybe something like that. So that was. Oh, so it starts there, it doesn't. We also want C#0, I think, as well, because I liked that. Yeah, maybe that'll do. Let's get rid of that there. That should then loop. Question mark. Maybe it's fine. No. How about in this next section with more going on? I think octave higher, probably. I mean, we probably duplicate that into this kind of sub synth, right? Or the sub counter melody, whatever. This stupid thing here that I hate. We're going to fix that sound. We're going to have... Okay, so it's already on mono, which is great. Loads of release. Maybe that's an octave lower. Cool. now we can start adding more weird stuff, I guess. So I think one of the things I want to do is add like a tremolo to the string pad. I also want to kill some of this low end. So we're going to go modulation chopper, I think. And we're going to automate the mixing. So our first bit of automation. Just come in there. Do I want it stereo? Yeah, screw it. Cool, so we're just going to go track by track and do like just a little bit of mixing. I don't know if we're going to have time before 8 o'clock to do another section, but I think this is plenty, you know, this is pretty good going. So we're going to start off with frequency on the drum kit. We're going to use the Monster Drums preset, which I'm a big fan of. We're also going to vintage compressor, punchy drums, about 50%. We're also going to automate that mix, so for the rest of the song we don't really have that aggressive of a compressor. It's going to come in on the flam that introduces the chorus the second time. So it's going to be down about maybe 30%. So still there. It just comes up to halfway for the second chorus. Just to be a bit tighter. Lovely. I would say something similar with the bass, but actually we only have bass in this section. I kind of want less release. I like that. We're going to go Steinberg frequency again. There's a round and clicky preset that I love, but it can be a bit aggressive, so we're just going to reduce the boosts a little bit. I'm going to leave that where it is. Arpeggio. So we're just going to use the EQ here to kill anything essentially below 100 Hertz. And we're also going to find a preset that's kind of maybe like a percussion preset for frequency, or a hi-hat. That's a bit aggressive. Maybe less annoying shaker. Yeah, screw it. Maybe we go up an octave then. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Reopen the cutoff because it's noise. Duh. So I think we control that cutoff a bit, right? Because I think here I want it super, super low in this kind of first chorus section. I mean, that's off, isn't it? Yeah, so it's in there. And then the rest of this song, 2127, 2127. That's too much. Maybe have it sort of opening the filter a bit into this section. Likewise here. I think we want it to reduce down in the middle. Maybe it just needs to be every bar or so. Like that, I think. Oops. Why did that happen? I'm going to put all of these strings slightly behind, so that we have time for the CC command to come in. I don't think it happened anywhere else, did it? Oh, interesting. Well, okay, I guess I just turn all of these off then, right? If you're going to be like that. Maybe it's getting confused because there's too many MIDI messages going around. I don't know. Maybe that seems stupid to me, but whatever. Beep, boop, bop, ba-dee, bop, ba-dee-ba-dow, thanks. I missed one. There we go. So now you can only have pizzicato. Oh. I mean, that's not what I expected. Why is it doing that? 2, 3, 4. Oh, is there still a CC message here? That's my only guess. Does it mean I need to do the same thing here? Yes. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Let's try that again. 2, 3, 4. Good. So I'm going to, on this EQ, reduce down the low end because there's quite a lot of low pad happening. We're going to go also frequency, and we're just going to find a piano preset, and the pad's going to deal with whatever the pads deal with. Grandness. That's quite nice. Wonderful. Pianet, we're just going to make sure there's no low end. Like so. String pad, we've already got that. No low end, please. Lovely. String pizzicato, no low end. We've got the maximizer on there. Let's also, I guess, have a look, see if there's a, just synth lead. Synth tight. Let's just do it brighter. Let's use that. And then this other one, I think as long as the EQ stays there, we're fine. Wonderful. I'm going to nip to the bathroom and play this song. I'll set it on a loop as well in case I'm not back in time. This is a song made entirely with Steinberg products. Go me, I guess. I mean, that was very obviously the wrong button, wasn't it? I panicked, I'm sorry. Here it is. Now I'm leaving. So, I mean, for something that was made in what, an hour and a half and then sort of tweaked for 20 minutes, I quite like this. It's super different to everything else I write because I selected pop. Well, the stupid wheel selected pop for me, so I didn't really know what to do with any of that. I quite like it. It's different. It feels very quaint. Do I think it's pop? Yeah, I don't really know what pop music means, to be honest. I don't know why I put it on the list. Anyway, that was the stream. That was the stream using only squeaky chair, man. Send me Ko-fi money so I can buy a new chair, I guess. You get free stuff if you pay money, sort of. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Jazz Dude, for posting this up in the Cubase group in Discord. Very cool of you. Ta very much. I'm also on Discord. Can I remember my code? Yes, it's that. These streams happen every Monday, 6 to 8 p.m. UK time. I've got one coming up. I'm going to try these streams that aren't just looking at specific genres or setting myself specific challenges, but also using elements of Cubase that I don't always use. For example, the arranger track. I don't use it. I've never really seen what it's for. I don't really get it, but we're gonna try it in a few weeks. Next week's stream is turning around to check. Pop rock. Lovely. So we'll have guitars and a very good time. Those are my 2 promises for next week, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. UK time. You can come find me on Discord. If you like this and want to help me do more of this kind of thing, I've got the Ko-fi doodad right here. There is a membership thing going on. I have sample packs that are up there. Sample packs created in ways that people aren't supposed to make samples, so you probably won't get those kind of samples anywhere else. They will be truly unique to you. Jazz Dude, see you next time, tar buddy. Yeah. If you're watching this on Twitch, consider not watching this on Twitch. Consider coming over to Kick or indeed YouTube. I am at LTGuitarist on both of those places. And that's probably quite enough out of me. See you next week. Toodaloo, folks. Toodaloo.
Yeah, coffee.
I pressed the wrong button again. This is not good. Right. We'll try that again. Bye.